I'm Jatin. I'm the co-founder of eChai Network. We host engaging startup networking meetups in 25 global cities. And this is a very exciting series that I'm personally very interested as an audience. It's good that I get to host some of these discussions. We have pretty awesome guests again, Pooja and Deepak, who are the founders of Purple Dogs. First of all, Pooja and Deepak, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, Jatin, for inviting us. Very excited to be part of this series.
We are creating customizable solutions for Indian doctors and clinics that can help them get the data that they can be generating either digital post it is created or get digital from the start. So India has various problems. Language is a barrier, then education is a barrier. The staff is trained for certain things. They are not trained for how to do the record keeping. But that's a vital part, right? So we don't need like very high tech kind of a solution. We need simple but yet adaptable solution.
Correct.
That is why we are into a niche of creating customizable solutions for doctors. So we have a platform and which we can configure on the fly within a day or two to match the exact needs of a hospital. And that is why wherever we have given our softwares, we have seen 90% plus adoption rate.
Okay.
We
So,
make
Pooja, hospitals have ERP. So, you replace that or you integrate with their existing ERP? How does your solution work with their existing systems?
So we are not an ERP. We digitize the patient health data. We work in complementary to the existing HIMS or an ERP system. So at many places, we are working in tandem with one of the world's best ERP systems as well.
What are the interesting numbers about your business so people get more context about what your business does?
I'll pass on that question to Deepak. It's his favorite question.
We have so far served more than 150 hospitals and clinics across 20 cities, which are spread across 6 states in India. We have more than 6 million health records of more than 1.2 million unique patients on our platform. And every month we add around 1 lakh plus health records on our platform.
And that is in India.
That is only in India. That is only in India. So we are kind of 100% made in India, made for India so far. Our roles are split as founders. Obviously, we both have worn all hats throughout the journey at different points, different hats. Pooja, as of now, she takes care of the technology, the product development, product design, software architecture. She's the CTO of Purple Dogs. I handle more on business side, which is the fundraise, sales, marketing, business development, strategy. Strategy is obviously both, but the sales, marketing, and investment, business development. So these are my areas.
I think Deepak has summarized it. In past, we have worn like various hats. So we both started the tech. We were the first software developers for this because we both are techies. Then operations expanded. Deepak went for incubation at iCreate. I was single-handedly managing everything over here. He was sitting in Ahmedabad enjoying his incubation and his training. Yeah, so I've like this has been like a very rich journey for me. I've done hiring, I've done sales as well, I've done operations management for quite some time. When it was actually scaling up from Baroda to the complete of Gujarat, I was the operations manager, and it was quite an enjoyable journey at that time. And then once things got streamlined, and we realized that okay, now we need to grow vertically as well as horizontally, I switched back to.
And what's the founding story of Purple Dogs? Like 10 years back, who came up with the idea? How did it got started? What was those early days like?
So we both were in US and working in US. Pooja was working with a startup which eventually got acquired by SAP in US. She was into BI domain and I was into telecom. So we both had, I think, no relation with healthcare, health tech, anything. And unfortunately, what brought us back to India was my mother was diagnosed with cancer. And once we relocated to India to be with her, during the treatment. And during that treatment, we actually had the first hand experience of how the patient records were being managed in India. And that actually became a trigger point of founding Purple Dog. Once we got an experience, okay, how the various hospitals, even the best of the best hospitals or the state of the art hospitals in India, how they were managing, or I would say not managing the patient records. We started thinking like, how can India, being in the forefront of all technologies and Indian engineers as such, provide technology to probably most part of the world, most developed countries, how come we don't have such systems over here? And once we got to think, okay, can we provide more efficient systems for India? And that kind of triggered us leaving our corporate jobs and starting Purple Dogs. And there was, one very specific incident where my mother was actually being operated, and I both were sitting with bag full of records, because prior to that she had undergone few chemotherapy cycles. And one nurse came out of the OT and asked for us the first CT scan, and we were like, how come, matlab? And we had couple of bags full, and we all were searching. Obviously we were tense as well at that time. Your mom is inside the OT
Yep.
and something is asked for. So finally we could find that the CT scan and the report, but we were like, sahi mein, matlab, is it this bad, or how come the doctors and they don't have access to these reports? Can there be a better way? And that actually was one incident. But at that time still we were working, so I would not say that, okay, since the very beginning, since we were born, we wanted to go for entrepreneurship or start our own business. I don't think that would be true. But after that incident, and after being part, because the treatment continued for 3.5 years, and we actually took her to many cities, like including Mumbai, Ahmedabad, everywhere we took a lot of second opinions. But everywhere we had to carry bags full of records, and just to show us पता नहीं कब क्या चाहिए होगा, because then no one had any idea, like no one had access to any digital records. The whole, at that time we realized that the entire system, the technology were not at all patient centric. And then we said, okay, can we do something about it? And then we said, okay. And coincidentally we were in Pune at that time, and we actually used to shuttle between Pune and Gujarat, or in Vadodara, to be with her. But in Pune we were part of this startup ecosystem. I both of us, we used to attend some of those sessions, like the e-chai kind of sessions in those early days. I'm talking about 2007, 2008, 9 types. And then we were like, okay, so this, we need to have a pain point, and maybe this is the pain point that we can probably attempt to solve. And then we both said, okay, let's take the plunge, let's try to solve it, come up with a solution from more Indian perspective, which is more relevant for India, Indian doctors, Indian healthcare. That is when we both decided to quit our corporate jobs. A very big decision at that time. Even if I look back about more than 10 years back, I think that was a very brave decision.
And
And we said,
both
okay, let's take the plunge.
and both
Yeah.
of you were married by then, right?
Yeah, we were married. Yes. So we got married about 16 years back. So we were already together for 6 years before we quit and founded this.
And this is 2020, almost 10 years after you
10
founded
years.
Deeper.
Yeah. So actually, this is our second baby. So we had our first baby before this, and then we considered Purple Dogs as the second baby. And probably because of Purple Dogs, we couldn't have the one more baby, because we were so consumed by Purple Dogs.
Okay.
And the first baby is very much independent now, but Purple Dogs, unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you call it, but still it is not that independent. It still needs more involvement, more time from us than our son needs right now.
And one more thing. So this is 2020 and in 10-year journey, you raise funds. So a couple of
Yeah.
points. Which were those key moments of your company that really put you in a different trajectory? So both of you can share one or two separately.
Yeah, sure. So I think the first one was, so we were into this. Honestly, one more thing I will admit here, which is we did not start this business to really raise funds and really scale it up and take it to $1 billion company. I would be very honest. The idea was very simple. Okay, here is a pain point, and this is what we want to solve. Maybe provide a solution to someone like the doctors and the health tech provider. And once we did that, it was like, okay, we obviously have to create a sustainable business out of it. And for the first 5 years, actually, the entire venture was bootstrapped, and we were profitable during that time. Apart from the initial 2 or 3 years, but before we raised our first round of investment, we were actually profitable. And the whole idea, maybe it's the Gujarat culture, but I actually took it, we both took it more as a dhanda. Okay, we have to do this, we have to do business, and we have to make money. And at the same time, obviously, create value for all the stakeholders. The first critical point was, so after 2 or 3 years, we were serving, I think, around 10, 15 hospitals. I'm talking about 2013. And that is when we realized we were actually finding it slightly challenging to scale it up or to grow it. So we thought maybe we are missing something. And that is when we came across this iCreate, International Center for Entrepreneurship and Technology. And there was this incubation program. So we thought, okay, maybe we need something is missing in us, the way we are doing things. Maybe we need some guidance from experts, from other entrepreneurs. We have to be part of some ecosystem. We have to go for some more structured or systematic approach or kind of education. So we went to this iCreate and got incubated there after I attended the grooming program. And as Pooja said, that while I was attending the grooming program, she very happily actually took all the responsibilities. And that was, I think, very difficult at that time, because our son was also very young young, I guess around 4 years at that time. So taking care of him as well as the business complete thing on our own was a very, very difficult thing at
Yep.
that. And so that was, I think, one thing was a turning point. So once we got incubated at iCreate, we got exposure to the real startup world. I think that was the first time where we came across a lot of other entrepreneurs, startup, and the whole ecosystem about the fundraise and those kind of things.
And Pooja, according to you, which were those one or two critical moments apart from the one that Deepak mentioned?
He's right. After I create, we actually got the direction, okay, how to scale up. Then we took a conscious decision, okay, we want to solve the main problem. That is why we entered this field. That we want to solve the problem for hospitals so that the patient, at least in the same hospital, if the patient goes back, he's able to find his records. And then that's how we started, okay, what is the next gen thing? When we, Baroda doctors gave a lot of trust, showed a lot of trust on us. And for every IT thing, they used to just look upon us. So that is how we got the insights, okay, what are the other pain points? So we came up with a very beautiful solution called PD Plus, in which you can just scribble on a tablet. Doctor can just scribble on the tablet just the way he's been scribbling on the prescription paper. He can just, with zero change, you actually save on your stationery. You just get on a tab, you have a letterhead embedded into it, and you just scribble on that and your prescription is generated. And that is how then we slowly built up our product over it, where we ease those things. We created medicine templates, we created referral management system, we created appointment system. And today we have got like a completely evolved product.
The very premise of this entire conversation, working with a spouse, founding a company with a spouse. So Pooja, your thoughts on that, advantages, disadvantages, how do you go about it? What do you recommend?
So apart from being a spouse entrepreneur, we were also parent entrepreneurs, I would say. So that made it a little more tricky initially, because when the kid was like really small, being a mom, obviously for me, my first role always has to be a mother. Deepak took that role pretty well, but the real life challenges were difficult because we moved from Pune to Baroda. We were establishing ourselves in a new city altogether. We did not have talent at all. People were not aware about what startup is. Even if we were able to find software engineer who was worth working with us, his parents would not accept. They will say, who has heard about this company? You're so talented, you should go and join MNC. Right? So initially challenges were a lot. So sometimes we used to have a hard cut of, okay, it's 10 o'clock. We'll not talk about work at all. We just talk about family. Sometimes Deepak would refuse. Sometimes I would refuse because we were like struggling with real life problems. So those things, but as the company grew, things became more stable. Somewhere it was a blessing in disguise, because whenever we used to come back home and see our kid, we used to just forget, okay, whatever has happened, now we are back home. So in a way, it worked pretty well. So before joining, we had like a lot of questions. Should we join it? Should we start? Our kid is just 2-year-old. Should we start? Should we not start? A lot of things were there. We had read so many things. 30s too early, 40s too late, and all that stuff. But eventually we realized it's only the passion and your financial conditions. If both are stable, you should start. Simple. Problems will always be there.
There are pros and cons with everything in the world, and so it is for working with a spouse. The pros are obviously you get a partner whom you can trust completely, which probably may not be that easy if you have a non-spouse co-founder, because here you are very sure about that the goals of both the founders are aligned. So that, I guess, is the biggest plus. And so that, because I think in any startup, in any business, forget startup, I will just consider it as a business. Right? If you are starting with whoever, like partners, there has to be complete transparency and trust in each other's abilities and each other's intentions, which I guess by default you get it if you are starting with your spouse. I guess that is the biggest plus. The second is, again, in the startup journey, or there will always be a lot of downs initially and less ups, and you always hope for that there will be more ups in the future. But at the very beginning, in the first 2-3 years, there will be more downs, right? Like you are pitching for some big contract, big customer, and suddenly you get a no. And then sometimes you obviously question your abilities. And in those times, I guess you cannot find a better person than your own spouse who understands you that well. Because in our journey as well, there have been many cases, many instances where, either I used to be down, and I used to be more down, I will admit, because I used to go for sales initially, and I must have heard so many no's. You wait for a customer, and especially doctors in India, it's very difficult to catch hold of them. You wait for someone for 4 hours, 5 hours, and then after, or chasing some customer for weeks, and then suddenly he says ki nahi chahiye aapse kuch bhi, mera picha chodo, and then you are back to square one. But then in those kind of moments, I guess having a spouse as your co-founder really works better. And in my case, obviously, I think I could not have asked for a better partner than Pooja. The cons again are there, like the biggest con I would say is you are putting all your eggs in the same basket. Especially in our case, we both had a great career before we founded Purple Dogs. So that itself was a very tough decision, as I said at the beginning. कि दोनों लोग ने जॉब छोड़ दिया था. So हम लोगों को in our relatives lot of, so we were tagged as, so once we made the decision to relocate from US, people were like कि ये लोग आधे पागल हैं. And once we decided to quit our corporate jobs and start Purple Dogs, they were like कि ये लोग right. So whatever doubts anyone had in their mind, especially our close family members, especially Pooja's parents, unfortunately my parents were not there by the time we started Purple Dogs, but Pooja's parents, they were like कि क्या समझाओ इनको. Even I remember the day we announced that we are quitting and we are starting, Pooja's father actually flew from Delhi to be with us and kind of convince us both of us should not be doing it. And obviously that is a practical wisdom. If I have to probably tell it to my son now, I will may give the same advice that don't do it. And especially in India, I would say we are not groomed to be risk takers, and that is, I think, the culture of this country, or this, the most of us have been brought up. Maybe the next generation may not be like that, but at least our generation was like that, I would say. And the second is again to maintain a clear distinction between your family life and work life. That is, and I think most of the couple entrepreneurs will agree to that, because how do you maintain that segregation? As Pooja said, right? Like sometimes we on a dining table, we will be talking work. I mean, these days, even our son now has grown up. So he will say, ki, Papa, please, abhi, whatever you want to do, let's talk something else. We will go for a walk and suddenly from out of somewhere, we will start talking about Purple Dogs. And our son will be like, please give me a break. Now he has obviously grown up. But in the early days as well, so that is one con where you actually don't, it's difficult to maintain that work distinction balance. And the third is sometimes you end up carrying your differences at workplace to home, I think, and that becomes very challenging because abhi work may, and it is obviously good to disagree on a lot of things, especially at the early stage, but it becomes difficult, right? Abhi, she hasn't agreed on something. Now we are back home for lunch, and how can you, it's the same person you are talking to. So
my next question is around that only. We will get to the rapid fire. Something that could be a very small thing that you strongly agree about, but not necessarily Deepak feels the same about the same thing. What is that one thing? give one example.
Lot of things. Like I can't just define just one. I've got like a huge 10 years journey, right? Okay, the rapid fire. I think he is like too malleable, I would say. So he's like, he has to, if the doctor asks for something now, he has to try giving it. And I'm like, tech has got its own restrictions. I don't think it's the way he's thinking. He may not actually need it. I can give him a better way of doing those things. And he's like, okay, he doesn't want to change. I'm like, okay, give me a chance to change him, please.
Yep. And Deepak,
Pooja doesn't like our, first of all, sales approach, number one, and she does not agree with, so our core offering, which is Purple Dogs, right? Not a great one because it is very operational intensive. And for me, that is our cash cow. So I strongly believe in that.
And what is that one skill Pooja has, and you believe that if you had that skill?
Oh, yeah. She is very methodical, very process oriented, very systematic. I am not at all systematic and methodical. So I wish I had those skills with me.
And Pooja, what is that skill that Deepak has, and you feel that you should also have it?
Perseverance. He doesn't give up. He doesn't give up. For him to let go is very difficult. He will keep on trying to make a person happy. I can't do that.
And Pooja, which are your favorite books or a podcast?
I'm not into books actually. I'm more into music. I am more into parenting. I love spending time with our kid. I love telling him about past stories. So I'm being a techie. I want to get away from books.
So yeah, I read. Earlier I was an avid reader. After in last few years, I haven't read much. I read, but not as I used to read earlier. But couple of books that I love. One is this Hard Thing About Hard Things. The second is on selling, The Science of Selling. I really love that book.
Okay, awesome.
That's
the Hard Things About the Hard Things is one of the most recommended books in this podcast series. And another thing,
the Science of Selling, that is a super awesome book for to know about the psyche of buyer, the customer.
Okay, and both of you had a great rising corporate career. Deepak, if you were not running Purple Dogs, what else you would have been doing?
I think I would be probably managing a software development team
Okay. And Pooja?
mostly. I think.
Probably doing the same. I would have risen to the same level what Deepak would have.
I'm
Agar
not able to
if
hear
not
Pooja. I
Purple
don't know, is
Dogs
it
and
me or?
still wanted to open on my own, I really wanted to open a play school. I would have been into the corporate jobs. I would have almost risen to the same position, probably heading some delivery unit of some company. Else, if I wanted to have open something else, I really wanted to open a play school, which I still want to do someday.
And if everything happens the way you imagine it should be, what Purple Dogs would be?
So
The Pocket app in everybody's mobile.
So 10 years of building Purple Dogs. So what is that unique insight you believe you have that makes you a successful business? Both of you should answer this.
so first, yeah. So first, I think the innovation, to me is one thing, but actually how to create a sustainable business around that innovation is the key. A lot of people, I go to some forums, they keep on talking about innovation, jugaad, and all those things. But to me, that is fine. And the real challenge is how to build a business around that. A sustainable, profitable business. And to me, a profitable business is actually where maybe that's the Gujarati culture, but where you pour in 1 rupee and you at least make 1.1 rupee minimum. So how to build that is the challenge and is not very easy to do in general. That is one. And the second is, I guess, building product before you build or conceptualize any product. I think the customer, so you have to build everything around the customer, like what the customer wants, what the customer needs are, what he is going to pay for, and or what he will be happy to pay for. So those are the things that one should always keep in mind. Yeah. So these are the two things.
Pooja, you want to add a point to that? The unique insight you have after running Purple Dogs for 10 years and scaling.
I think you need to get the idea validated from your customers. My products are now being designed by my friends. So whatever interface, we talk to them, we throw the idea to them, we see how they respond, we show it to them, we show the alpha version to them, the beta version to them. I just cannot, if I imagine to create an aircraft, some people are just not ready to invest into that aircraft. There's no point of creating an aircraft. I should create, if they want a taxi, I should create a taxi. Simple as that.
Yeah. The last part, there would be a lot of couple founders who will be watching this video, and the idea is to create this thing for that specific target audience. So what would be your one-line message to them in a convocation speech style? But one-line message.
No, so I would say, so from the couple perspective, yeah, it's always fun to start something with your spouse. I think it's very exciting, very entertaining as well, many times. And I think can be more satisfying than starting something with your spouse, partner, and then seeing it grow. Because as I said at the beginning of this discussion, right, then it becomes your second baby or one more baby. So you start something and grow, and that actually is very pacifying, satisfying for as an individual. So that is one thing. So it's always fun. Means I would, if I have to start something again, yeah, I will be more than happy to start it with Pooja again.
Pooja already has an idea for the nursery school, so that is that.
No, so that I am not very up for, and we have obviously discussed it earlier. So,
Okay.
but in general, any tech venture.
Yeah. So Whitehead Junior of nursery schools, you should start that, Pooja. What is your one-line message for a couple founders in a convocation speech style?
You should write down each other's skills and see if they are complementing, because it's very important to have separation of responsibilities. If you both are doing business strategy, there are chances. See, one person, obviously it cannot happen that both of you have to agree on something. But if you know, okay, that person can sell well, let him have a say in selling. If in our case, I am more into tech and I'm more into visualization and design, I have my say over there. Then we don't interfere in each other's department. We support, we suggest, we brainstorm, but we respect each other's views also. So that is very important if you are a couple entrepreneur. And again, try not to get things back home, which you've learned over a period of time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pooja and Deepak. We had a wonderful discussion and we'll come out with a very good video of it also.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.